Today I'll be talking about the history of the Arizona Territory and how it evolved as a state. I'll also be talking about the historical events that happened in the 1700s, 1800s, and 1900s. Now let's begin. 1848, Arizona was a part of the new territory of New Mexico under the terms of the New Mexico Cession. Then the U.S. took possession of Arizona above Gila River after the Mexican War, which became part of New Mexico Territory. Later on, in 1861, Tucson joins Confederacy due to the fact that Arizonians were not satisfied with the U.S. government for neglecting them in their need to deal with Apache raids and for shutting down the Butterfield Overland Route. Arizonians were mad that the Butterfield Overland Route shut down because it was an important transportation route for the western migration and settlement for our country. A year later, in 1862, the Battle of Picacho Pass happens. The battle was fought on the Western Front, which was Southern Territory. The nearest town was Picacho, Arizona. It is 50 miles northwest of today's Tucson. In 1863, Arizona was split off from New Mexico to form Arizona Territory. The U.S. took the territory under the terms of the 1848 Treaty of Guadalupe-Hidalgo and the 1853 Gadsden Purchase. In 1868, Phoenix, Arizona was founded by John W. Swilling. While Swilling and his workers were traveling through the Salt River Valley, they saw the land and recognized that the area was dry and that it had the ideal terrain and climate for farming. By the 1800s, the Arizona Territory was full with fortune seekers to strike rich. The discovery of gold was found near Prescott in 1863, which Prescott became the territorial capital during that time in 1864. During those times in 1877, there were full discoveries of silver at Tombstone near Tucson and copper at Bisbee. Xavier Kino laid the foundations for a church on the site around the 1700s. Spanish missionaries first ventured into Arizona in 1539, with the exception of occasional attacks among the Native Americans living in the northern part of the state. The Spanish presence in Arizona was limited to scattered missions, ranches, and forts in Santa Cruz Valley south of Tucson. By the time the United States took Arizona, the Spanish influence in the state were gone. People of Hispanic descent living in Arizona today immigrated to the state from Mexico after the 1900s. Arizona became an official state with Phoenix being the capital of Arizona. Approximately, it is nearly 114,000 square miles. The state later on began to have one of the fastest growing economies, and it is home to a diverse population. Native Americans maintain a strong presence in Arizona, including Navajo, Hopi, Maricopa, Apache, and Pima. This is the history of the Arizona Territory. I hope this video was informational for your brains and for yourselves. Yay!